my god! I'm exhausted! What a show! I'm exhausted just by getting through it, but it was so good. But what else can one expect from a takeover event but pure excellence? Did you miss me? No, you didn't, because there's no one to miss me yet. It breaks my fucking heart. But now that you're here, let's take a look at this unique takeover event together, shall we? What? The show kicked off with Lars Sullivan, NXT's resident new monster, going over on the veteran that is Cassius Ohno. How long has the man been doing this? I have no idea, but I do know that he's damn good at what he does. And being in that ring with someone as experienced and as talented as he is can only do a rookie good. And Lars certainly looked good in the match. Braun Strowman better keep an eye out, because otherwise, Lars might try to take his place somewhere down the line. What? The Velveteen Dream took a loss to the still undefeated Aleister Black. And can you say that you expected the outcome to go any different? I don't think so. The man's been an unstoppable force of nature for a while now, and that wasn't gonna stop yet. But the important thing to take away here, and I'm gonna state this like it wasn't obvious enough already, is that the Velveteen Dream can go. Sure, being in there with one of NXT's current best sure helps, but it takes two to tango, and tango they did. Dream took it to Black like most of his opponents don't, and it was a damn good match that, although it went a while, it didn't feel like it because it was so good. And when the Dream ripped off his lower apparel to reveal his and Black's face on his tights, aha! It was hilarious! I legitimately laughed! The crowd was sure into it before the match even started, and they stayed with it just like I did all the way, with the "say his name" chants happening many times. But ultimately, the right man won. But the Dream got the rub and looked damn good as well. What more could a match do for a pair of great performers? Our mini Undertaker is still undefeated and well on his way to being the next Asuka if he continues to win his matches. And some say that wins and losses don't matter. Ha! What? Ember Moon won the NXT Women's title in the Fatal 4-Way, which means that Peyton Royce didn't, and that makes me want to cry. But maybe she'll win it somewhere down the line, which would make yours truly quite happy. Ember Moon is a great talent, and it'll definitely be interesting to see what she does as a champion of the Yellow brand. The match itself was also entertaining enough, and although I'm a big fan of all the women involved and they all played their roles well, it was obvious that this match wasn't gonna be on Dream vs. Black's level. But props to all the women anyway for a good show. What? McIntyre vs. Almas for the NXT Championship was badass and fun to watch. Don't you get tired of listening to me praise great professional wrestling? Cause I sure don't get tired of doing it. The match was right up there as one of the many classic NXT one-on-one matches of the brand's history up until this point, and I'm sure it'll be talked about for years to come. Zelina Vega aided Almas repeatedly throughout the match as he distracted the referee while his back was turned, and although that's the heel thing to do, the audience and I had a tough time booing him. They chanted for him throughout the match, so what does that tell you about how hated he is? The whole hero versus villain thing just doesn't apply to the NXT scene most of the time, and that goes for pretty much the entirety of the WWE as well. With that aside, Almas is our NXT champion and our ídolo del momento, and with Zelina at his side, should make for a great title run. And I heard, before catching up on this show, that Drew McIntyre is out injured and that may have contributed to him losing the title. Whatever the case may be, it's never great to hear of a wrestler getting injured, especially when he had as much momentum as he did, but he will undoubtedly get better and come back even stronger than he left us. So Drew, here's to a speedy recovery. What? 2 rings, 1 huge steel cage, 9 competitors, tables, trash cans, candlesticks, 4-man power bombs, superplex off the top of the cage, a huge gash on one man's head gushing a waterfall of blood after going through a table, multiple men bleeding all over the place. Oh boy, war games, how appropriate. It was absolute carnage, and I loved every bit of it. All 9 men involved didn't hold anything back, and everyone had time to shine. And for a product that's marketed as PG, this was really one brutal one. The Undisputed Era might have won the match, but really, all of us fans were the real winners in this one, because we left as much of us in the show as the wrestlers did. The opinions and critiques of this match are all together in one mixed, massive bag. Some might have said that it was too different from the original concept. Some might have said that they had too many spots or that it was too chaotic for their taste. Some might say that they loved how violent it was. Some might say that the rules were confusing, but I say that it was fantastically brutal for what it was. And I, for one, had no doubt that all those men, being as awesome as they are, would pull it off as well as they did. Props to all of them. I bet they were really freaking sore after that one was said and done. Phew. If I was exhausted by the time I was done watching the show, I'm just as exhausted now that I've said all that I've said. What did you think of this unique and amazing show? Make sure to let me know and make that subscribe button bleed before you go. But until then, this was 20 by 20, and I'll catch you in the next one.